Do you remember what you did last September 7, 2018? Maybe you were shopping. Maybe you were exercising. Maybe you were just playing Fortnite. The point is, you probably don't remember what happened last September 7, 2018. But something did happen. Something was released. And if you clicked on the video and you said, oh, the title of the video weekend, obviously it's Iron Fist. It's Iron Fist, okay? The second season of Iron Fist. Oh god, it's been a year. No one gives a shit. I don't see hashtag RIP Iron Fist on Twitter or anywhere else. Is this real? Am I not getting pranked? I did see some RIP Iron Fist hashtags, but they were in 2018. And on the off chance that someone did say hashtag RIP Iron Fist now, in September 2019, it's not trending. It is so dead. Really, I think it died because of the creators and what they did to the character. So hop aboard this express ride and let's discuss. Actually, I'll discuss and you're just gonna listen and either go, oh, he's right, and oh, that's kind of stupid, and you'll leave it in the comment. Iron Fist is conceptually, theoretically, a cool character. A martial artist powered by a dragon with glowing fists. I don't have a glowing fist, it's more of like a platinum grip.
ね、やっぱりさ、テレビはあそこだよね。
行くぜ、相棒。Theory, like all things, depends on execution. Was the concept competently transferred to the screen? Was it? You all know how bad it is. I even made a video about it. I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of it. Fight scenes sucked. Generally, the best fight scenes have minimal cuts so you can see the flow of combat. And when you're cutting, it transitions to a move. The fewer cuts you have, the better chances of the audience understanding what's going on in the fight. The fight scenes in Iron Fist, or let's just say I was having a really bad time. Even when the shots have good editing, the action scenes are still bad because of Finn Jones, because he can't really do the moves. He moves so slowly. It's kind of sad. And at this point, I'd like to say that it's not Finn Jones' fault that his action scenes were bad. After he was cast, he was only given a little time before he had to learn the moves or learn Kung Fu. It's so retarded. You cast a guy for Iron Fist that either knows Kung Fu and can act, or he can really act very good, but his Kung Fu sucks. In that case, you just work around his performance, right? Like this scene. Instead of having the retarded 55 cuts, just do this one. See? He's a Kung Fu master. Why is a Kung Fu master having problem with a rando thug anyway? It is so dumb. Where was I? Right. Cast a guy that knows Kung Fu, or knows martial arts, or at the very fucking least, looks the part. He doesn't even need to know how to act, okay? He just has to pull off the moves properly. If he's entertaining enough and charismatic enough, he'll become governor. Get to the chopper! But what is Finn Jones' fault though, is his acting. He comes across as arrogant, like a rich guy who thinks he knows a lot of shit, but really he just came out of some fucking mountain and he doesn't know the world he's inhabiting, and he makes him come across as condescending, which is not a good look for your lead character. He was so badly written. It's sad when the side characters are more interesting than your lead. So you got a lead that can't do martial arts in your show that has martial arts in it, and he's supposed to be good at it. And the way he's portrayed is kind of shit. I don't see any problems with this setup at all.
The battle is won. I'm through with you, Harold. I've wasted too many.
Shut the fuck up, no one cares.
So basically, Iron Fist Season 1 was a fucking disaster. But I saw some things in some other Iron Fist related media that could have helped steer the character in a better direction. No, it wasn't the Defenders. Actually, Iron Fist fell for the trap of the villains and actually helped to fulfill their evil mission. So yeah, he's kind of a thundering dumbass there.
No way. Is that the Luke Cage?
He was actually pretty chill in his guest appearance in Luke Cage Season 2. He took himself less seriously, but was still a good character, you know, like morally good. And I thought they were gonna carry that direction in his actual main series. You could really see the problem of Iron Fist in the second season. You could sum it up in one word. Fuck! No. Tits! No. Disrespect. The showrunners totally disrespect this character in every conceivable fucking way. And this time, I'm not gonna even change H-Bomber Guy's sign because that's what I'm feeling about this show. What they did to Iron Fist. And I'm not even a fan of the character. Imagine all those diehards who saw Daredevil and like, oh, Daredevil was translated pretty good. What about Iron Fist? Sorry! So the second season starts. We're at the first episode. Everything is fine because Finn Jones actually had the time to learn Kung Fu. And his action scenes are pretty decent. Take note of this scene. It'll be important. It'll be really fucking important. And the episode ends with Danny Rand repeatedly punching his fist in some iron metal thing. You know, like a metal sheet. Look at that psychotic expression. That is so fucked up. So he's not calm? But why? Has this fucker not learned anything from the first season? Cause it seemed like in the Luke Cage Season 2 thing where he was in, he seemed to have learned something. He's all,
You gotta rebalance your chi.
and
You gotta face things head on your own.
Oh boy. You're starting to sound like I did. It's not good.
it seemed like he grew up. And now we're back to square one. He's like this kid who has anger issues. Again! See, I thought him venting underneath the train station and punching the metal thing, that was his way of calming down. But it's not. It's just a preview of what's to come. He is still a hothead. And they have the stupidest reason for this. It's like the power inside him, the dragon overcomes him, and they have this bullshit like, they don't know where the dragon ends and I begin or some shit. But really, it's just some bullshit excuse for Danny to be mad all the fucking time.
Easy.
Instead of Danny being a character that learns from whatever he experienced in Defenders and in Season 1, he is still just an angry piece of shit. He could learn to control his anger, learn to tame the dragon, but they didn't choose to do that. And this is where I see the disrespect. The show is not really about Iron Fist Danny Rand. This whole season is just building up to Colleen Wing being the Iron Fist. Think about it, my dudes. Danny Rand loses the Iron Fist at episode 4.
Don't do it. No. That's not good. No, don't do it. No. 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 Don't do it. I'm a virgin.
Then he has an existential crisis and talks like an addict.
When I really got into a flow, I could feel something. It was the dragon. I could feel his eyes watching me. His fire burning inside of me. And when the dragon was really with me, it felt good. It felt like I could break the world.
Stop it. Get some help.
And during all this time, Davos is just abusing his red hand, you know, wanking off, going on Majustice, and my values. And Davos has the fist for like 5 episodes, and Danny has it for like 4. And that's the last time Danny will ever use the fist. Meanwhile, while this is all going on, they're shilling Colleen because Danny is unworthy.
All I've been fighting for is the power of the Iron Fist. And because of that, it will always make me a danger to the people I care about the most. Physically, I'm ready to face Davos. We can stop him. But when he's subdued and we perform the ceremony, I can't take the power back.
If we take the power out of Davos, it has to go somewhere. Someone has to hold the fist.
You know? I think it should be you.
And I'm like, bro, how do you know that giving Colleen the fist will not fuck her up the way it fucked you up? They completely gloss over this aspect. And Colleen is the one talking sense this whole fucking time.
This is the reason why I need to step away.
Okay, you're overreacting, Danny.
Listen to your waifu!
You made mistakes. You can learn from them.
And I intend to. But I can't do that if I'm holding the fist.
But why?
I know you didn't ask for this. And the heart of the dragon is a huge responsibility, but I didn't ask for it either. And honestly, this has nothing to do with me.
It isn't a burden.
Really, Chief? Are you sure about that? Are you sure that it's not a burden? Are you really fucking sure it's not a burden? It kind of feels like it does. You're abandoning it just so you can find yourself again? This just shows to me that the writers don't know what they're doing with Danny Rand, because that was his problem in the first season. He doesn't know who he is, even though he has the Iron Fist, and they're just carrying this shit over again. Oh my god.
Danny!
I like how they acknowledge how bullshit it is, this whole setup.
You trained for years. You fought your friends, you fought a freaking mythical beast. You had problems controlling it, but who wouldn't? You can't just pawn it off on me because you don't want it anymore.
But acknowledging that the setup is bullshit doesn't change the fact that it's bullshit! Also, Danny, what does the ritual possibly entail? What risks does it have?
Transfer is a powerful and complex process, just like the spirit of the dragon itself. If mishandled, it could mean death for all parties involved.
So Danny is willing to let his girlfriend possibly die. Really feeling the hero within, bruh. And then she accepts it in the most bullshit way possible. The kid that has been tagging along with her and is kind of nice this whole season dies in front of her. Oh my god, he's been stabbed. And she's like, oh, with the Iron Fist, maybe I can protect the innocent. I'm like, sis, you having the fist at that time will not stop the kid from stabbing him. He's on stabbing range already. At that point, you have already failed. Fist or no fist. It is such a flimsy fucking reason. And she changes her mind. In the same episode, she tells Danny off. Which, you know, really makes sense because of the time pressure, because there's only one more episode left, because she decides to do it in the 9th episode. What I'm facetiously saying is that it doesn't make sense for her to flip so quickly. At least give it another episode. Jesus Christ. She's like ready to go at the last moment, at the last point of the episode. It's like, I'm ready, coach. Give me the white thing. No, not that. No. And remember the thing I said earlier, the box thing, it ties back to Kunlun for some reason. Because apparently that's an heirloom from her family, and that family has some sort of story where the pirate queen of what the fuck ever defeats some dude and becomes the Iron Fist at some point. So therefore, Colleen can use the Iron Fist also. I'm like, really? Really? That's what you're doing with really? Really? That is how you're going to do with it? I don't mind Colleen being the Iron Fist if, and that's a big if, they told the story properly and for a valid reason. And the only reason I could tell that Colleen was chosen to be the Iron Fist is that the audience didn't like Danny as the Iron Fist, which is just throwing massive shade at Danny at the first place. Because instead of treating the character properly, you know, writing him decently, it felt like the showrunners just gave up on Danny Rand as the Iron Fist.
Oh boy.
which is so frustrating because they had the perfect setup for Iron Fist in this second season. Danny should still fight Davos conclusively, even though Davos has the Iron Fist. You know, Danny did fight against him in episode 9 and he won, but that's because he wanted to subdue Davos, wanted to knock him out. Instead of knocking him out, just challenge him head on. Just say, let's fight Davos, let's see who's really worthy of being the Iron Fist. And Danny wins. It is a conclusive way to settle things between them. And Davos finally submits because he gets it. He gets he's not worthy. The writers could have made it so that Davos can't really use the Iron Fist properly because the dragon rejects him. Because he didn't really face the dragon in Kunlun. Which leads me to my next point also. Colleen Wing and Davos getting the fist because of a transferal ritual feels wrong, since both haven't really faced the dragon. It feels like cheating almost. While the reasons for Lei Kung to declare Danny as the winner is unclear, he still faced the dragon and lived. He earned the right to wield the fist. Danny should really be the Iron Fist. He should have just been a better hero, a better written hero. And that's it really. I think a hero wouldn't give up his responsibilities. He would face them head on. Deal with that shit, you know? And it's just massively disrespecting the character. Disrespecting the hero. Hey Danny, do you have any advice for Iron Fist?
You got some Zen shit to say?
You don't run from sirens. You run towards them. And that, my friend, is what makes a hero.
How about that shit? Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. If you want to see more videos of mine, subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications. If you particularly like this type of content, maybe you could consider contributing to the Weekend War Chest via Patreon, like these wonderful patrons: Tad586, Chet McMasterson, Nurzul I, Rayo Rules, Daniil Dmitriev, Blink in the Dark, Hjortur S. Hjorturson, John Lemley, Samuel Dillon, and Logic, as well as these other wonderful warriors. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you on the next one.